All right, it's time for business in Emmanuel about JFE is here. Hello, Emmanuel.
Hi, Easy. How are you today?
I'm well.
All right.
How are you too?
Fine, thank you.
All right, good.
All right. Thanks so much and good evening. Welcome to business. The quality control company QCC of Cocoa Board has received international certification from the United Nations Industrial Development Organization (UNIDO) with support from the Swiss government to determine the quality of cocoa beans exported directly. Before then, cocoa beans from Ghana and other West African countries had to go through other quality checks before being accepted on the world market. The current development makes the QCC the only company within the sub-region to approve cocoa beans exported directly to the international market. Charles Aite has the rest of the story.
Even as Ghana remains a leading producer of cocoa in the world, the country's accreditation body, the Quality Control Company, has over the years required international accreditation and standards to export cocoa beans on the global scale. The latest feat means the Quality Control Company has been granted ISO certification by the United Nations Industrialization Organization (UNIDO). Here's MD of the QCC, Nana Maxwell Kakari-Addo.
It has given the two countries a good stand to bargain with our traders. Hitherto we couldn't do that. But what will happen now is that per our structures, per quality control quality, already Ghana produce the best quality cocoa in the whole world. Ivory Coast has the highest, but the quality is poor. So by that cooperation, it means that Ivory Coast stand a very good chance of gaining from us to improve the quality. So what we do is that international standards are meant for specific crops. So if we want to go in again and do for the other crops, it means we have to go in for another different standards.
Ghana stands unparalleled when it comes to the export of these cash crops across the world. With this particular ISO certification, what this means is that whenever we export most of these raw materials and even processed ones, processed beans for that matter, there's not going to be any doubt whatsoever the quality there is and the foreign exchange that we could get out of this. Meanwhile, UNIDO, in partnership with the Swiss government, has launched the Global Quality and Standards Program expected to facilitate the standardization of cash crops in Africa.
One of the areas is to develop the quality the quality infrastructure required in a country for their exports. The type of assistance that we give, we work with laboratories, with inspection services such as the QCC. We provide them training, hand-holding for them to improve the processes they use and to be accredited, to be internationally recognized.
The $5 million project is aimed at also boosting trade volumes and instilling confidence in Ghanaian and African products.
Now, the Western Regional Minister Kwabena Okyere-Darko has stated that 5 million coconut trees will be planted across the Western region as part of plans to improve coconut production in the country. He made this known at the opening of the maiden edition of the Coconut Festival in Accra. There's more in this report.
Demand for coconut products continues to grow worldwide. Ghana is seeking to position itself to take advantage of prospects of the industry. It is estimated that over 60 million metric tons of coconuts will be processed annually throughout the world. Speaking at the opening of the maiden edition of the Coconut Festival, Western Regional Minister Kwabena Okyere-Darko explained that the planting of the 5 million coconut trees has already begun and is expected to generate over 400 million cedis to the Western regional economy by 2022.
2.5 years. In fact, the planting is supposed to be done over a period of 1.5 years, but usually it grows within 2.5 years to 3 years. And within that period, we are expecting that for every cocoa tree, we should just make $100, and that's 500 Ghana cedis. That's how we did our calculation. So when you multiply the $100 by 5 million, it gives you 500 million. But we are assuming that 20% will die in the course of the period. So we have 4 million, and 4 million multiplied by that gives us the $400 million.
The minister also announced that the government, in partnership with some private bodies, is establishing 2 factories in the Western region to aid the processing of coconuts into other commercial products.
Yeah, currently as I speak, we have 2 even in the offing that they are raising funds for it. I think one of the factories is about 14 million, the other one is about 5 million.
Where? In the Western region?
In the Western region, yes. In the Western region. You see, 85% of the coconut you see in Ghana comes from Western region. So we'll put the factories there to process them. So that then what is left over will be brought for those who just want to take and drink.
The 3-day Coconut Festival, which has brought together business and policymakers in the coconut value chain, will end on Thursday. It is being held at the Accra International Conference Center. For Joy Business, Karen Dodu.
Now, Ghana has been awarded certificates for maintaining one of the highest aviation safety and security standards globally. This was at the International Civil Aviation Organization's 40th Assembly in Montreal, Canada. The Safety Award is in recognition of Ghana obtaining Africa's highest score in aviation safety oversight after scoring a provisional effective implementation rate of 89.89%. This was after the International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO) concluded its coordinated validation mission on April 3, 2019, in line with the United Nations Aviation Agency's Universal Safety Oversight Audit Program. The award for security is in recognition of Ghana's high commitment to the International Civil Aviation Organization's recommended standards and protocols on security at the airports and Ghana's airspace. Present to receive the awards for Ghana was the Minister for Aviation, Kofi Adda, Director General of the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, Engineer Simon Abete, Ghana's Ambassador to Canada, Ni Aikwe Otu, and the Managing Director of Ghana Airports Company Limited, Yao Kwakwa. Let's have a local wrap. The Bank of Ghana says except NIB, all 5 GAT banks are now fully capitalized. Details next.
The Central Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, has confirmed that, with the exception of the National Investment Bank, all banks operating in the country have now met the 400 million Ghana cedi capitalization. According to the governor, 4 of the banks that were given government guarantees through the Ghana Amalgamated Trust GAT Bond, ADB, Omnibisic, UMB, and Prudential banks have all been fully capitalized. The Just One Group of companies, erstwhile owners of the Great Consolidated Diamonds Ghana Limited, is wailing over the illegitimate government takeover of the company. A statement released on Monday by the group said it has invested over $20 million in an attempt to revive the company, which was closed down with its premises in a dilapidated state at the time it took over. The Secretary General for the International Chamber of Commerce Ghana, Emmanuel Doni Kwame, has acknowledged that phytosanitary issues are becoming a canker for Ghana to permeate the global market, as products that don't meet standard requirements can lead to a total rejection of that product by a country. According to LordBusiness.com, he is entreating the Ghana Export Promotion Authority to ensure all exporters go through the right standardization channels so that compliant exporters do not suffer.
And that's business for now. I'm coming back again with more business after 8 p.m.